33.
Mike's by 4.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, watch out, watch out. Check.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. 31's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. 31's the mic.
Hey, let's get this.
31.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Hey. 4 down.
Check.
Check hot route. Jet 61. Matchbox lights.
Hey. Motion.
31.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Screen pass to Lindsay. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down. 3 down.
From the gun, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. Caught by Gates, left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Super 1. Value 1.
Buzz, buzz.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete. It was Orlando Scandrick the one that time to knock it away.
Ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Move. 4 down. Check, check.
Hurry.
Switch. 30.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Mayfield down. And he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Regular.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Mayfield now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Set. 180.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Pistol.
31's the mic. Check.
Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
31's the mic.
Point it right.
31's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Cut.
31's the mic.
I'm going to come back to you.
Mayfield to throw it. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not.
King.
Y'all playing the wrong.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Let's go now. 15 lining.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
55. Mike's 50.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I got.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
I got.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Now it's Lindsey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
King, king, king. I got.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You. Watch twist, watch twist, watch.
4 down.
Watch twist. Mike.
Super.
Check 55.
Out of the gun, gone. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. 33 yards that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He completes it to Boyd. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Stop, D. Big stop.
Tell you one.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, D.
To the air again. Gone. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Again, Goff. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He's not going to get me. Motion, I got one. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Throwing again is gone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. First down, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. It's caught left side by Cooks. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And it's Michel once again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Mike 20.
Check Mike 21. Watch the run.
Jester.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Set. 180.
54 Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hurry.
Close up the helmet. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. He's going to fire one deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with Michelle on the ground, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And Cook has it left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
31's the mic.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 43.
Alert, 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 alert.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 mic.
From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, Williams. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go. Hey, got tight left. Hey, we got 4.
On 2nd and very short, Mayfield. And Cooks has it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run. It's Lindsey. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
31's the mic.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
76! 76! Hey! High 7!
Here's Goff. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
11.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here now, Johnny Townsend. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
31's the mic.
I got him.
Dad. 31's the mic.
Watch the run.
Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with 1 complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he slides to avoid the hit. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Another run by Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Chargers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is third down and 12. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. He made his first, this from 47 yards.